Hey guys, what's up? So we have been hearing about the Galaxy M51 that is going to have a 7000 mAh battery and a non-Samsung made AMOLED panel, but we now have got the complete spec sheet of the phone along with its price and launch date. So the Galaxy M51 will sport a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED Infinity O panel with a Full HD Plus resolution, and as I mentioned, it isn't a Samsung display but from a Chinese company known as China Star Optoelectronics Technology. This makes it the first Samsung phone to include a non-Samsung display, and mind you, Samsung display makes the best OLED panels, so we'll have to see how this one fares against regular Samsung displays. We don't have any information if it supports a higher refresh rate or not, but given Samsung's track record, I highly doubt it would. The phone gets a side-mounted fingerprint sensor like other M series phones, despite having an AMOLED panel, even though the A71 or even the A51 gets an in-display unit, so it's not clear why this one couldn't. It also looks very similar to the A71, which can be confirmed from these official renders. It is tipped to be powered by the Snapdragon 730G SoC, which is a slightly higher clocked Snapdragon 730 found inside the A71. The phone should be available in 6 and 8GB of RAM along with 128GB UFS storage. It also gets a microSD card slot for expansion. The Galaxy M51 is rumored to get a quad camera setup at the back with a 64MP primary, a 12MP ultra-wide, a 5MP depth and a 5MP macro, while the front gets a 32MP selfie shooter. The camera setup is identical to the Galaxy A71 with most probably the same sensors along with a similar L-shaped layout. Coming to the highlight of the phone, which is the battery, the phone gets a huge 7000 mAh battery, which is the highest ever in a regular smartphone. This phone should be able to last you more than a couple of days on a single charge. Talking about charge, to charge such a big battery you need a fast charger, and Samsung does deliver on that front as well, as you get a 25W charger with the M51 that should be able to charge it in around 2 hours. With the size of the battery, it should appeal to people who don't like to charge their smartphones very often and want a phone that could last them at least 2 days before needing to be charged. It will run the latest Android 10 operating system on top of One UI 2.1 out of the box. Coming to the price, Samsung is expected to price this phone between 25 to 30,000 rupees, and it should be available in the second week of September. That makes it the most expensive and the most powerful M series smartphone from Samsung, so do let me know your opinion on the price of the phone. Also in the news, Samsung might be planning to discontinue the legendary Note series, and the Note 20 Ultra may be the last smartphone in the lineup. Apparently, Samsung is looking to add the S Pen support to the Galaxy S21 and the Z Fold 3, which negates the need to have the stylus-doubting Note smartphone. The Z Fold 2 was expected to get the stylus this year, but that didn't quite happen due to the issues with Digitizer, which can't withstand the amount of fold and unfold a foldable smartphone has to go through, so it's assumed that the Z Fold 3 would have it. The Galaxy S21 Ultra is also rumored to have the S Pen support, kind of making up for the lack of a candy bar style Note device. Also, the S21 can be priced a lot lower than the Fold 3, so in a way, the S21 Ultra will replace the Note 20 Ultra next year. Samsung is rumored to launch 3 new Fold devices next year, known as the Z Fold Lite, the Fold S and the Fold 3. While we have been hearing about a cheaper Fold smartphone that would use a plastic display like the original Fold, the Z Fold S is a completely new device that is rumored to fold both inside and out. But to be honest, I don't understand the need to have a device that folds both ways. I mean, I can't think of any practical use of it. It makes sense to have an outer folding device like the Mate X to have a slimmer form factor, but holding it in makes no sense to me. That's been it. Do let me know in the comments if you can think of any use of a phone that folds both ways. Thanks a lot for watching. Smash the like button if you like the video and consider subscribing to the channel for more tech videos. I will see you all in the next one. Till then, bye bye and stay safe.